Hey everybody, it's Taco. Happy Wednesday to you. Oregon opened its 2013 football campaign with a resounding 66-3 win over Nicholls State for the first time in program history. Dennis Dixon came up 1 yard short of making this happen in 2007. But for the first time in program history, three different rushers went over 100 yards in the same game, with DeAnthony Thomas, Byron Marshall, and Marcus Mariota all accomplishing the feat. Some things we learned against Nicholls State. It's nice to know that Oregon can win and win big when getting less than an A-plus performance from their quarterback. I think Marcus Mariota looked a little overhyped, overamped, especially in the first half. He was throwing the ball really, really hard. Had some makeable throws that he missed just because he was, really, really excited to get the ball out to the edge that quick, or to, try and hit that deep ball. He overthrew some guys. Didn't have the best stats, but he did put some nice throws together. Had a gorgeous deep ball to Josh Huff, I believe, in this third quarter. And I think Oregon starters got a little bit more run in this game than we were expecting to, but there were some kinks to work out, especially a pretty lackluster second quarter. So I think it was nice that the starters got a couple of extra series to really work things out and start to get into a groove going into next week. I think, in my opinion, the concerns about DeAnthony Thomas not being able to handle being a feature back can be put to rest. I think he passed the eye test of a feature back, looking considerably stronger than he did as a sophomore. He carried the ball 18 times, which is a career high, and looked fresh throughout the entire game. I think he can handle a 20 to 25 carry workload every week, and against good defenses. He's running the ball really well up the middle, and he's just as fast as he always has been. So I think DeAnthony Thomas is ready for 2013. I think Byron Marshall looked very good in his limited run. I think they intended on getting him more play, but Oregon was scoring so fast they just couldn't get him on the field. But Byron Marshall looked good, and I think that 1-2 punch is going to be just fine running the ball in 2013. Looking ahead to next week, Oregon travels all the way across the country to take on Virginia in the first ever game for Oregon against a regular season ACC foe. So that's, a fun little piece of knowledge for you. Virginia is also 1-0. They got a 19-16 win last week over BYU in a really weird game. I don't know if we can take a whole lot from it. There was a 2-hour lightning delay in the middle of it. Virginia only put up about 230 yards of total offense. They're going to have trouble keeping up with Oregon if it becomes a shootout. They think their defense is good and is talented. However, they just don't have the offense to keep up. What I'm seeing in this game, first road game of the year, potentially, a little slow out of the gate for the offense. But this is one that Oregon should pull away with comfortably. So names to look out for the Cavaliers. Wide receiver Darius Jennings caught over 500 yards of passes last year. And this year he's off to a really good start. Virginia quarterback David Watford completed 18 passes last week. 7 of those were to Jennings. So it looks like that he is the preferred target. And on defense, safety Anthony Harris had a huge game against BYU. 11 tackles, he had a sack, he had an interception at the end of the game that led to the game-winning touchdown, and he also blocked a punt. So there is a defensive playmaker for you to look out for the Virginia Cavaliers as Oregon tries to go 2-0 to open their 2013 season. For all the latest news and analysis on your beloved Oregon Ducks, you can check out addictedtoquack.com. Go Ducks. This has been Takimoto. We'll catch you next time.